Hey, what's up, YouTube? Water Change Mondays on a Tuesday today. Just been pretty busy, so been trying to get these videos out. So, anyways, I don't think this tank has bounced back. I did a 50% water change, and I feel like this tank's still kind of like, I don't know if it's the flourish. So I think I'm going to keep adding it. I'm not adding what the thing says. I'm adding less. And the reason I'm adding less is because I just feel like it really just kind of effed up my tank. But I'm going to still keep adding it. Once a week, once I do my water change, I'm going to add half a cap, which is 10 gallons, to this tank, and hopefully it bounces back. I'm going to keep doing 50% water changes. If after 2 to 3 weeks I just notice that this isn't, Flourish is just kicking my tank's ass, I'm just not going to bother with it. I know some people highly recommend it. Best freaking thing in the world. Awesome to God. Awesome. Some people say don't even bother with the CO2. This is the thing to have. And I'm not against that. I am a very big advocate of whatever works for you, period. So, and I know that if I just do 50% water changes or 225s a week, that usually works really well for my aquariums, but, anything you can do to make your tank even better, I would highly recommend. So, and things I've noticed is, my crypts right there, or not crypts, Apatogen plants right there, the tall ones. I'm going to point at them. These right here and that one right there. They kind of like wilted back and kind of backed up, so all my other plants are alright. I just haven't noticed a bunch of growth. When I first put in my crypts in here, I don't know if you guys can see it. That's Crypts Bronze right there. And then here's the other Crypts right here. This one did really well. It did phenomenal. You guys can see all the Hornworth that just died off in there. That's Hornworth at the bottom of the tank. Someone might ask me why I left it in there. I left it in there because I don't siphon the bottom of my aquariums because there's no fish in here. So I just take water out of here. Like, I don't actually bother siphoning the bottom of this tank. And I also kind of figured that will decompose, and hopefully that will create some nitrates and some ammonia and some stuff like that, and will hopefully get these plants, they could feed off of it, if that makes sense. Kind of like natural gardening, you decompose stuff, and the decomposition, the compost is then turned into fertilizer that you could use for your plants. So that's what I was hoping to do with this. So I'm a pioneer. I'm I'm a Renaissance kind of guy, try whatever once, and if it fails, then that sucks. If it works, then fuck yeah, try this out, guys. That's kind of how I see it, you gotta try stuff, and sometimes stuff will fail. Same thing with the Flourish. I'm not really seeing, I feel like it's gone back, but I'm gonna keep using it for another month or two, if I'm still here in a month or two. And if it works, it works. If it fails, then it's failing, but you don't know until you try, so I figured if it just completely destroys this tank and all the plants in here, then that really blows. But if it succeeds and all the plants in here are doing awesome, then I know that it works. So I know you got to give it time, but I know what works for me is 225% water changes a week. So, if all else fails, I go back to what works. So, but that's what's going on with this tank. I don't think it looks terrible. I'm just not happy. It seems like the plants are very gloomy. So, alright, let's take you guys to the other tanks. That's just empty. This tank, I did dose it, but I was kind of afraid that I would lose the corkscrew valves, and I wanted this tank to be a contest tank. So, that being said, I don't know if you guys can see all the corkscrew valves at the bottom. Not corkscrew valves, the Hornworth at the bottom, all the extra little fuzzies. I'm not going to dose this tank anymore. I'm just going to do water changes. So, I'm just going to do 50% water changes and hope for the best on this tank. So, nothing major on growth-wise at all. So, nothing changed here. As far as this tank's concerned, gotta throw this Java moss out. I thought it was gonna come back. As you guys can see, it's just brown. And there's a cherry shrimp. Where'd he go? I just saw him on camera. I don't know if you guys can see him. He's flying. I don't know how he got in here, but I'm pretty excited that he's actually in here. He looks pretty cool in there. I still got the plecos in here. They hide, and I see them occasionally. And there's one right there. He's on the back of a dead leaf. So, kind of cool. Growth-wise in here, I haven't seen a whole lot of growth. Wonder if this filter's even going. It is. It's just going very slow. So, the reason this side's dark is because there's I don't know if you guys can see the difference. There's duckweed up here, so definitely some duckweed. I'm going to keep cleaning this tank out. I feel like it's not fully clean, so definitely cleaning this tank out. I'm going to definitely put some those root tabs I got from a subscriber of mine. I'm going to put them by the Ozoletta sword, and I'm going to put one by the Tiger Lotus, and a couple by the Crypts right over here. I thought about putting some by the Ludwigia, because Ludwigia is getting pretty tall, so I thought maybe boosting that. But basically, I'm going to put them by all the ones that I plan on keeping in this tank. This has a new plant leaf on it, right there. I'm pointing in the wrong direction. Looks pretty cool. Has another one down there. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's super red. I'm trying to get a good angle. It's a little tiny one, but it's super red. So this is doing really well. And there's another one back there. That's a new one. So, I mean, this is doing very well. I'm really happy about this plant. I thought about just buying some Amazon swords and calling it good, but I really, really like this plant. So, honestly, I think I might just like hold on to this and hopefully get a runner off of this, and then have 3, and then have 3 of those, and then hopefully someday be able to get 3 of these or 2 of these in between them, and then get Dwarf Sage running through it, and then some side plants. And then I thought for the background, I ordered some corkscrew valves. So I'm going to get corkscrew valves all throughout the back. So I kind of got a plan going again. I don't know how well it's going to go if I end up leaving. So everybody says they're going to be doing stuff for me. You know, oh, I'll take care of your aquariums, no problem. You know, you pump out videos, and you know, you have random videos, and we'll upload them for you and all that good stuff. So hopefully everybody that says they're going to help me will actually help me. But I will be throwing that away. I thought it was going to come back. I know a couple subscribers asked me about Java Moss. It's not coming back, so I'm going to throw it away. This tank right here needs a water change, period. That's the best way of putting this. This tank just needs a water change. I haven't done one in a minute, so this one needs a water change. That being said, if you guys are interested in duckweed, I know people are going to ask me. Duckweed. I have several 10-gallon fulls. For example, there's half of 55 right there. I'm posting several 10-gallon fulls of duckweed. Shipping is $6.50. It's going to be no reserve. Continental United States. It's just duckweed, so, I mean, this isn't completely full, but I'll tell you right now, I'm going to grab duckweed from there, which that tank is completely full, and I'm going to make sure this is completely full, and I'm going to do $6.50 shipping, no reserve. So if you want to spend $1, you $7 and you get a 10-gallon full of duckweed. So I usually do 20 gallons. I just don't have any 20 gallons set up other than the other one. I don't want to take in duckweed, so I might end up doing a couple. So I will put the link below, and I mean, I might end up doing, like, you know, have the 55, which is pretty much a 20-gallon full of duckweed. So I might toss in some water lettuce, 1 or 2 pieces in there. So, but it's all duckweed. If I toss in water lettuce, it's because I'm hooking somebody up for free. So that's usually how I roll. So, sorry this video is a little bit longer. Thanks for whoever's watching it. That's my little brother's truck. He comes down here and just rolls. These guys are doing fine. I need to do another water change to their tank. They're completely fine. He's still hiding. He comes out a lot more than what I thought he would come out. But these guys are just dominating. I went into Petco again, and they had some discus, but the discus were not so healthy. Because I thought about buying them because they were only $20. So I did think about buying them and putting them in the 55, but I was like, I'll just go ahead and wait on it, you know. I don't know what's going to end up happening, and I don't really want anybody taking care of really expensive fish when I'm not going to be around, so, you know, I might just end up buying some guppies and let the guppies go to town, you know. Come back after 3 months and I have 2 55s full of guppies, so that's a good thing is, you know, you teach other people about this hobby, you know, when you're related to them. My little sister knows a lot about guppies and discus and angelfish, and, you know, my girlfriend did not know anything about fish, and I feel like, you know, because she dated me, she knows a lot more. She knows about angelfish, different types of angelfish. She knows about guppies. She knows what betas are, not because I have betas, but because she liked betas. She found out what betas are, and she likes betas. You know, so that's the good thing about being in this hobby is you get to teach people stuff, and you can't take that away from people. You can't take away knowledge, so, you know, that's something you got to think about when you're doing this. She knows about African cichlids. I mean, she knows quite a bit, I would have to say, but I think a lot of it has to do with she's also wants to know, and she's curious and stuff like that, you know, and not to mention I'm sitting there looking at fish and where they come from and watching Amazon videos of wild fish, you know, so, you know, when you got a nerd like me that watches documentaries, I think she learns a lot from people like me, so I'm glad I can teach my little sister how to do a water change. Maybe pretty pointless, but, you know, the world's been ending for the past, I don't know, it's been at least 30 days, the world's been ending, and, you know, if it ever comes down to it, she knows how to siphon gas out of a car. So, I hope you guys enjoyed. Like always, rate, subscribe. If you're not subscribed, comment below. And, I know someone asked me to see my fish room. That was pretty much it, dude. I just got a bunch of random tanks sitting around. I don't got a fish room anymore. The fish room has been taken down, so it's more of a fish hallway over here. So that's about it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like always, much love. Peace out. Thanks for watching the whole video, too.